Doug, you look like you're fading there in the fifth, man. What allowed you to flip the switch and finish that thing out and really provide the energy it seemed like that the team needed to get through it?
Yeah, it's in moments like that when you're in the postseason when you start to think about how many chances you're going to get to wear this jersey ever again. So when you get on that, get in those moments like that, that's when you kind of flip a switch and everything starts to change when you start looking at things differently.
Could you sense that the team needed a lift? And because you had a lot of energy when you're coming off, and every time you seem to strike out a guy, it seems like you're turning to the dugout. Did you sense that they needed a little bit of an energy jolt from you?
Yeah, I love firing up the dugout. That's part of the fun of being a good pitcher is just trying to command the energy. I think I've talked about it before. I think a pitcher, when they're on the mound, they command the energy of the game and they bring up people and they can really make a difference with how they go about pitching. So yeah, I was always looking towards the dugout and just try to get those bats going.
Chris Muller.
Doug, it felt like Swayze was really alive tonight. Talk about the energy that provided you.
Oh, it was everything. They were fantastic tonight. We had the towels going, so we were getting them pumped up, and then they were just giving it right back to us. So it was just an electric atmosphere to play in. And when our fans are like that, it's almost hard for us to lose. When we show up like that, we really do. So when we're just so alive in the crowd, it gives us all a boost, and it makes it a lot more fun.
Chase.
Yeah, Doug, I mean, obviously everything was kind of working, but how do you sort of rate your stuff? And did you do anything different kind of second, third time through?
Yeah, early in the game, I thought that my breaking balls were really bad. I couldn't really locate them that well. I think like first time through the lineup, it was just kind of me just throwing fastballs through them, and that worked for a little bit. And then obviously second time through the lineup or wherever it was, fastball slowed down a little bit, and they started getting barrels to it. So that's when I just started to try and throw the crap out of the curveball and start bouncing it a little bit, use their aggressive mentality when they're hitting to my advantage, and just start bouncing them a little bit and making them swing more.
Sorry, what'd you yell coming off in the sixth there? Looked like you kind of got a little more animated that time.
Oh, man, I said something to the extent of "we ain't done yet" or something, just like this we're not done, something like that. I was just trying to get them going, but I don't know, maybe some provocatives. I don't know.
Nick.
Doug, I think you guys are something like 21-10 this year when games decided by 3 or less. Just where do you think that comes from that you guys are able to play so well in close games?
By the way, love your Twitter. The facts, fantastic. I don't know. We always play. I think this team, and I think it's a key element to a team that can go deep into the postseason is someone when you win the close ball games, because everyone can show up one day and just hit the crap out of the ball or throw a shutout. But we've been so good in these games, I think, just because our will to win and I think we're just being Rebs, all encompassing. So being able to do all those things allows us to win those close games.
Back to Ben.
You touched on it, Doug, that your fastball kind of lost a little bit of life there in the fifth. I think it was touching like 88 at the max, but then you started throwing harder as the game went on in the sixth and the seventh. How were you able to rediscover your velocity?
Just getting amped up, honestly. Really just I think sometimes I can lose my legs, not to get too mechanical, but I think sometimes I can lose my legs and just try and throw my wing as hard as I can and just try and amp it up. But trying to stay in my legs, stay closed a little bit longer and try and reach in the mitt, all those things together. You want to keep it simple when you're on the mound, but all those things tied together allowed me to get deeper into that ball game.